Good afternoon, student. In this video, we will see the further types of noun. So let's start. In last video, we have seen about the countable and uncountable noun. So we will see now the concrete and the abstract noun. तो किसी भी टाइप का नाउन समझना बहुत ही आसान है अगर उसका आपने टाइटल ठीक से पढ़ लिया. So let's study first the concrete noun. The concrete noun, according to your book, is the thing that we can touch or see. They can be both countable and uncountable. तो जो भी चीज़ जिसको हम टच कर सकते हैं, सेंस कर सकते हैं, ऐसी चीज़ों को हम concrete noun बोलेंगे. So in order to understand this is very simple. Those things which can touch or see are the concrete noun. So whatever noun that we have seen, that may be the uncountable or countable, that will come under the category of concrete noun if that we can touch or see. For example, we have seen the sugar, which is uncountable noun, but at the same time it is concrete noun also because we can see it and touch it. Then in same way, pain is the countable noun, but at the same time we can touch it or see it, so it is also concrete noun. So in this way you have to remember the particular noun may be of different type. The next one is the abstract noun. Abstract noun is exactly opposite to that of the concrete noun. लेकिन जिसको हम छू नहीं सकते हैं, देख नहीं सकते हैं, ऐसे नाउन को आपको बोलना है abstract noun. Exactly opposite to that of the concrete noun. For example, sadness, angry, then other word, emotion are nothing but the abstract noun because this thing cannot be touched or cannot be seen. So according to your book, the definition of the abstract noun is like this. Abstract noun refer to things which we cannot see or touch but only feel. They include feeling, experience, state, qualities and ideas. So some examples are given here. Love, hate, pride, which are nothing but the feeling and emotion. Then comfort, chaos, courage are nothing but the states. Comfort, then freedom, truth, belief, qualities. These are the qualities, ideas. Then adventure, drop. So these are nothing but the example of the abstract noun. So simply that thing that you cannot touch or see are nothing but the abstract noun. Then next is the collective noun. As the name suggests, collective means it will be the group. इस टाइप का नाउन हमने ऑलरेडी एक बार देखा है, दैट इज़ द कॉमन नाउन. सेम ही तरीके की अगर चीज़ें हैं तो उसको कॉमन नाउन हम बोलेंगे, जैसे बॉयज़, गर्ल्स. तो ये भी ग्रुप ही हैं, लेकिन ये जो कॉमन नाउन है उसके सब ग्रुप है. जैसे हम एग्जांपल से देखेंगे अभी यहाँ पे, कमिटी. कमिटी मीन्स द ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल विच विल हैव सर्टेन अथॉरिटी टू डू समथिंग. तो उसमें 2, 4 या उससे ज़्यादा लोग रह सकते हैं. उसमें अभी मेल और फीमेल दोनों भी रह सकते हैं. सो इट इज़ अगेन द सब ग्रुप ऑफ योर कॉमन नाउन. तो कॉमन नाउन में मेंस है, वुमेन्स है, उसका अगर हम फिर से अगर छोटा कॉम्बिनेशन कर सकते हैं तो उसको हमको बोलना है कलेक्टिव नाउन. जैसे आपका क्लास है 6th स्टैंडर्ड, इट इज़ द ग्रुप ऑफ बोथ बॉयज़ एंड गर्ल्स. Then if I say the student who have appeared for the Navodaya examination, so that will be the collective noun because that will be the group of students which are appearing for the Navodaya examination, and in that group there will be the girls as well as boys. So such noun are called the collective noun. Then audience, class, couple, crowd, bouquet, gang, swarm, bunch, set. These are nothing but the example of the collective nouns. Then next is the material noun. तो इसको भी नाम से ही आपको याद रखना है. Material here means the things from which we can make other thing. For example, from clay we can make different toys, different pots. So clay is the material noun. Then paper, from paper we can make different articles. Then metal, for example gold, silver, from that we can make the ornament or we can draw wire of it. So these are nothing but the material nouns. Then next is the compound noun. The word compound means group of 2 or more. So compound noun is nothing but the group of two or more words. So depending upon what type of word that are, they are further classified into four types. Noun plus noun means both the word will be the noun. Then adjective plus noun means one word will be the noun and other will be noun. Then noun plus verb means first word will be the noun and second word will be the verb. And fourth one is the verb and adverb. So first word will be the verb and again second one will be the adverb. So here examples are given for noun and noun, that is toothbrush. So both the tooth and brush are the noun. Then in second, adjective plus noun, greenhouse. So word green is the adjective while the house is the noun. Then third, haircut. So hair is the noun and cut is the verb. So haircut is the noun plus verb compound noun. Then last one is the take off. So take is the verb and off is the adverb. So it is an example of verb plus adverb type compound noun. So again, depending upon whether there is some space between two words or they are combined or there is a dash which is called the hyphen, compound nouns are further classified into single word, hyphenated or space word. So if there is a space, then it will be the space word. For example, bus stop. So there is space in between two words. So therefore it is called the space word. Then in hyphenated word, check in. So check and in between them there is a dash. So that is called the hyphen. So this is hyphenated word. Then again sister-in-law, father-in-law. In this word also there is dash in between two words. So such are called the hyphenated word. Then single word, firewood. So there are actually two words, fire and wood, but there is no any space or dash between them. So such compound nouns are called the single word compound noun. So as there are two words and if we want to make the plural of this compound noun, there will be the problem. Or which word we have to use is or es, or which word we have to make the plural. So in order to avoid this confusion, we have to use certain rule. That rule are like this. By adding s to the main noun. For example, there is a word mother-in-law. So if we want to make plural of it, then we have to write down mothers-in-law. So we are adding s to the mother, that is noun. Then by adding s to the end word. For example, bus stop. So we can say bus stops. Water bottle, we can say water bottles. So by adding s to the end word, we can make it plural. Then next rule is such that both the noun you have to make the plural. For example, manservant. So here manservant is the compound noun and it is in singular form. So in order to make it plural form, we have to make plural of both the word, man and servant. So it will be the main servant, because main is the plural form of man and servants is the plural form of servant. Then another rule is by adding s or es to the end of the word when there is no obvious principal noun. तो कभी कभी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि उसमें कुछ मेन नाउन नहीं दिख रहा है, तो उस टाइप के कंपाउंड नाउन में आपको एंड वर्ड को एस या फिर एस लगाना है, तो उससे वो प्लूरल फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. जैसे यहाँ पे एग्जांपल दिया है टूथब्रश, तो उसका हो जाएगा टूथब्रशेस. देन फॉरगेट मी नॉट, उसका हो जाएगा फॉरगेट मी नॉट्स. तो इस तरह से हमको डिफरेंट नाउन, उसके एग्जांपल और उसके यूसेज और उसके बाद में कंपाउंड नाउन के डिफरेंट टाइप और किस तरह से उसको प्लूरल किया जाता है, ये हमको याद रखना है. सो इट्स ओवर फॉर दिस वीडियो. वी विल कंटिन्यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. थैंक यू.